Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Wow, great start already. So, all right, collective. In the past, you were in the energy of love begins. So, Ace of Cups. So, in the past, you had a new love offering, I'm getting this is filling your own cup. There's some type of, there's something that happened before this that created what is that? A vacuum. Created a vacuum where you wanted love, where you wanted is not strong enough of a word. It's honestly, it feels like demanded love, like a demand for justice. It feels like you were pouring love into a connection, and it was unequal, and so you asked for balance. It was so unequal, this giving of your love, that you really had to go within to recuperate it. Giving to this connection was unequal. You asked for equality, for balance, and went within because it looks like you were completely depleted. It was devastating. It whatever this was very earth-shattering for you. A personal shattering of dreams, of misalignment, of disconnection, of I get this feeling that you were filling this cup into this love and like trying to nurture and heal a connection that was unequal. And no matter how you kept putting in, filling this connection, healing this connection, but it didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out. There was disharmony in this connection and imbalance. The communication was not clear, and so whatever this connection is that you spent so much time and energy trying to heal the connection and create love, it didn't work out. It was not in the cards. I'm getting the feeling that you felt very betrayed by what happened, and there's this other layer of betrayal that some of you are ready to look at, which is this chronic healing of connections. There's something about your family of origin and your attachment style, where whoever raised you, your parents, whoever had that parental role of taking care of young collective, It was a connection, an attachment style that created a lot of anxiety, and made you very insecure. Like you had to, maybe your parents or parent someone while you were being raised, they might have been neglectful, or someone that you had to that wasn't giving of their love and affection. You had to work for the connection, which set up the foundation for this type of behavior of not trusting, not receiving love just because you are lovable and you exist and you're valuable, but someone who created a belief in you that you're less than, or you're difficult, or you have to really work hard to keep yourself safe in the connection, in the parental connection. And so it set up this foundation of where love to you means that once you find someone, you have to work really hard, because you're not worthy and valuable, to heal this connection. And so there's this chronic wounded healer constantly spending this energy trying to heal the connection, make that person feel good, maybe feed their ego. And so when you created this in your adult life, this type of attachment style, this type of same energy, you fall in love with someone, you love them, and then you become kind of the chaser. You're always put in this position where you don't feel like you're enough, that so you have to work and heal that connection. Does that make sense? And so yes, you got betrayed by this connection that happened more recently, where there was a breakup. And so you're aware of the betrayal that they created. However, it seems that you are now ready, or starting to be ready, to look at how being in these type of relationships, having the belief that you have to work and constantly heal the connections because you're terrified of losing the connection, because in your childhood, if you lost the connection, that's your life. You depend on your parents for your well-being, to be fed, to be clothed, to be loved and cared for. And so it really was a life and death situation. Instead of healing from that and creating secure attachment styles, you continued to believe that you have to really work for someone's love and affection. And so there's just all this healing energy. Fix it, uh, figure out, a constant keeping you in a state of kind of a low grade constant anxiety about how to heal this connection. And by healing this connection, there's small little self betrayals where you let go of who you are to fit into this connection, to keep the connection going, even though less and less of you is allowed to be in the connection. There's just this, it comes with this picture of your life is attached to this connection, because when you're a child, your life was connected. You're at the mercy of whoever was taking care of you. However, as an adult, it just feels that way because of the practice of this, because of beliefs that you still have from childhood. This feels like a huge step up. If some of you are hearing this for the first time, and shifting your energy away from just this person wronged me, that's part of the equation. But to really heal from this, we have to look at our part in what created this connection and the disconnection, so we don't repeat it into the future. So, whew. All right. So collective, in present time, you are in fertility. This is Empress. I get this feeling, this is the first time I've noticed that it looks like her hair is kind of peacock. I don't know, there's a lot of light play coming from the window. I'm getting this, that you're feeling really good about yourself, like strutting your stuff, abundant. Oh, fertile, like there's something that you're creating in present time. And what's interesting is that you're creating this Empress mode from being in this mode of wanting to realign and self-heal, from personal transformation. It feels like for a long time you were afraid of change. I think that's the energy of this attachment style. Like, that must be how everyone feels in relationship, is afraid of not having this person in your life, because a belief, again, from childhood, that this connection is your safety. It's very first chakra, like your safety, your well-being, your physical safety, your ability to care for yourself is wrapped up in the connection, and that you can't do it without this person. Whew. All right, so as you've been working on yourself, realizing these attachment style that you have that has not been beneficial, as you've been doing your shadow work and your childhood, inner child work, childhood trauma, then you are now moving up into that Empress mode, as well as getting public recognition for it. It's like the more you clear away, the more you're willing to look inside. This is where all your power is, right here. Instead of trying to control out here, instead of spending your energy and effort and focus on healing a connection, it's like you're healing you. You're healing the connection. Oh, this is beautiful. You're healing the connection between you and your higher self. You're healing your connection between you and the divine, you and all aspects of you. You're healing the connection between you and younger you, who went through this very difficult childhood where you felt you had to work for just being cared for and loved. That there's some element of this childhood trauma where your parents or parent, there's someone there who also had this trauma. As I'm looking at it, I don't want to blame your parents. I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm just creating a space for clarity. And it feels like they had this attachment style, or an unhealthy attachment style as well. And it looks like part of what you're doing in this lifetime is healing this. It's a generational trauma that's been passed down, and you're ready to look at it. You're ready to not just blame and project that they needed to be different, but see how it happened. Um, See how, of course, in childhood, you did the best you could, and by healing that connection, it kept you safe as much as you could with the healing and the loving, and but it created this instability, and where you're always fearful, and so you're in this chronic healing mode. And now you are taking responsibility for the adult you who carried these beliefs, and practice them in probably relationships. And um, and as you're healing, as you're clearing that past energy out of your space, as you're figuring out, like, I want to I want to attach in a different way. I want to attach with people in a secure way, a trusting way. Then you have cleared so much space in your room to create a new you, an empress, and be victorious, to be recognized. You've created for yourself progress, self-confidence, like a real self-confidence, not needing others outside of you to fill your cup and to validate you, but a validation that comes within, a love that comes within, because you're healing, you're taking that energy of healing connections with others, and instead you're healing your connection with yourself. And none of that energy is wasted. It's all going back to you, helping you create the you want to be. And it looks like you've taken that healing, and you're working on something, a skill. It's interesting. It's like you're bringing, now that you're healing that, you're bringing into the 3D, like developing a skill. It's like you, since this is a very first chakra type of issue, safety and health, and security, very bodily. So it's work, health, home. You now have this extra bandwidth to work on something in your environment that gets you very excited, so you can find that stability. So not you can find the stability, so you can create the stability for yourself. Wow, that's quite a glow up that you've had, collective. All right. It's kind of like you're learning how to reparent yourself, instead of trying to heal connections and control people and connections outside of you. You're working on your own self-worth. I get that you might even be looking at your finances in a much more conscious way. I have the feeling that maybe for some of you, first chakra issues make you very anxious. Like abundance, health, wealth. Very interesting. Wow. All right, another Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups in your past, and Ace Cups in your present energy. Let's clarify what this, so this is new love. New, what is this Ace of Cups? What is the Ace of Cups? Oh, beautiful. All right. So since you have done so much healing on this issue and many other issues, because you've cleared space for healthy type of relationships, the divine is bringing you, is offering you a new love, a new relationship, one that is equal, giving and give and take, balanced, generous, not just generosity flowing from you, but reciprocal. Wouldn't that be? Wow. It looks like you will move towards this offering. There's a part of you that will want to make sure that this new love offering is healthy. It's this beautiful, it's like how, since you've practiced this, what is it, like insecure and anxious attachment styles, I'm getting that most of you might be attracted to people who are more in the avoidant attachment style. So maybe attracted to people who are runners. And that just gets you exhausted because your perception of what love is chasing after love, kind of an unrequited. You never got the love and care that you really wanted or needed in your childhood. And that's what love is. And so you might find someone, and at first there's loving, but then it settles into this pattern of a runner and a chaser. So you are constantly healing the connection. At least that's what you're letting go. And so having this new love come in, there's this what does a secure attachment style look like? What would it feel like to continue giving to yourself and healing this connection and being confident in another connection without worry that they're going to turn, they're going to leave, they're going to somehow withhold or take away the love. It's like the someone who's a runner in this type of scenario, it feeds their ego to have you feel constantly worrying about them and chasing them. It makes them feel more powerful. So because there's a fear of giving into that connection and really opening up, it's a way for them as well. I don't want to make anyone out, they're not bad, but people have got a lot of belief systems that they're looking at now that are coming up for review. And this aspect is one that's coming up for review, it looks like. Whew. All right. I think you will accept this love offering, or definitely wade in, like, all right, let's look at this. Let's have fun. Let's see what it's like to be in a reciprocal relationship. It seems that now that you are filling your own cup, that you've been taking care of yourself, you've been creating a connection with your higher self and with divine, that you have created this inner happiness that is and secure in yourself, secure within. And so your who you will attract to you, the reflection you are attracting, is also someone who has inner happiness, who doesn't need you to make them happy. They can make themselves happy. So there's not a need, there's a want. I would like to share my life with someone. I would like to fill someone else's cup with the overflow I have from my life. This is what's so beautiful about the Ace of Cups original card, is the cup is overflowing. So when your cup overflows, it's I feel like this is true. This Ace of Cups in the past was, there was your energy, one cup, and it wasn't the overflow that you gave. You just gave all of your energy, or so much of your energy and time, to this connection. But now in this new relationship, this new love offering, both of you know how to fill your own cups and can help each other with the excess. All right, this person, there's definitely love here. There's security, there's stability, there's progress. So it's someone you could grow with, and also passion. Definitely getting a brown chicken, brown cow energy. I feel like this person, if they haven't come towards you yet, boy, there's a fire. You're not going to miss this person. If you're afraid, like, oh, this sounds like a great opportunity, how do I not mess this up? Then it kind of puts you in that anxious mode of trying to heal a connection before it's even started. So if this is resonating with you, if you would like a new healthy connection, then the first step, oh, this is so beautiful. The first step is to notice if you feel anxious about a connection that hasn't even showed up yet. If you're trying to heal and control and a connection that, like, a neediness, notice if you have that. That is part of this old energy of attaching to something in a very needy way. What I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, feeling, sensing, is to continue to love yourself, to continue to work on yourself and your connection with the divine and your higher self. That is part of what makes this person so fiery and want to come in, is they don't feel like, they sense that you can take care of yourself. They sense that you are divinely connected, that you are aligned and balanced and grounded. And they see in you a beautiful reflection of who they are. Ooh. There's some energy from your past relationship that's coming in to the reading, it feels like it's coming in to be cleared, to be acknowledged. And so the heartache and the grief and the emotional pain, this breakup, I feel like you are still in present time trying to heal the connection with this person, no matter if it was years ago, decades ago, months ago, whenever this breakup happened for you, it's like you continue. It could even be the relationship with your parents. You're still going back and trying to heal that connection, analyzing it, turning it around, like if it had only gone this way and if they had only been different, and like it, your energy feels like you still spend some time trying to heal that connection, trying to change the past. All your energy is in the present. If that resonates, I'm not trying to call you out, but if this resonates, then yeah, I am. Why am I spending time in the past? I want to understand, so I can glean the wisdom from this and heal and move forward. So I just don't do it again. You can't do anything about the past. It's been done. It's been done. It's finished. And there's something about healing the past and maybe letting that go, like not healing as in like shadow work and childhood trauma work, but trying to, in present time, heal the connection, make it right. So your higher self is in the energy of spiritual strength. You are more guided and supported than you know. This has made you incredibly mentally clear. Excuse me. Ooh, there's some throat chakra. It's the truth. There's something, you are so spiritually strong because of your willingness and capacity to look at the truth, to set boundaries, to communicate in truth, clear, you are so clear about what you want going forward. It looks like, and you have cleared a lot of the ways that people have emotionally attached into you to keep you in that healing mode. And wow, your higher self is also, truth. Keep truth. Tell yourself the truth. Be willing to see the truth, even if it doesn't paint yourself in the wonderful light. Mm. Mm. Oh, yes. So this project that you've been working on, this first chakra skill, taking care of yourself, building up your finances, some kind of skill development, some mastery that you're working on. you will get there. For some of you, it feels like it has been a long journey. This is something that you've been working on for a long time. And wow, again, 9 of Wands clarified by 9 of Wands. There's just this exhaustion. It's not the same kind of exhaustion as when you pour your energy in this chronic healing of connections. It's this new way of being and taking care of yourself and working to parent yourself. It's funny. It's not like, oh, funny, but it is interesting. It does feel like there's like this anxious attachment style to this new way of being. Like you're not quite sure, you're not quite there yet, and convinced that this new way of being is going to give you that first chakra safety and stability. And so your higher self is saying, have courage, stay persistent, you are resilient, keep your boundaries up, like healthy boundaries, not allowing people to come into your space who want to get you back into that insecure way of being. It feels like it's not just with this relationship, but a lot of people are being cleared or have been cleared who, so it's like you're just healing so many connections with friends, connections with families. Like that to you was the picture of relationship. In relationship, I heal the connection constantly. Some of you are even healing the connection in your sleep. So if you're wake up and you're exhausted, it's because there's this fear of losing people and trying to control out here by healing the connection to keep them in. And what that really, it's like a wounded healer working out here to try to control and heal out here instead of healing in here, and finding the benefits of being stable here, of being secure here, of loving yourself here, of knowing your value and your worth here, and then just allowing people to show up who match that reflection. So Spirit's just saying, there are people out there who manipulate. They do. They're hurt too. They don't understand. They're working through their issues or not working through their issues. They're just running off this program of hooking someone in and having this healing energy, manipulation. And so just be aware and and move away. Boundaries. Remember those boundaries. You don't have to say yes to everybody. Your challenge right now is to stand your ground. Again, boundaries. So this is 7 of Wands. Your challenge is that boundaries that keeps coming up. You don't have to allow someone in your space if they make you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to heal the connection until you feel comfortable. You could just be like, that person's probably not for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I'm just going to trust that I'm just not drawn to it. With this attachment styles, the avoidant and insecure attachment styles, it's just this burden. You end up carrying the burden of the relationship. Oh, it makes you so resentful too, because it's like you're constantly chasing after someone's love and not receiving any or very little back. But there's always this carrot of, if you would do it right, if you could heal this relationship enough, then you'll get the jackpot. You'll finally get the slot machine payout. And that actually, thank you, Spirit, the slot machine payout actually does talk about this, does speak on this, because those slot machines purposefully are set so you don't win all the time or you would get bored. So there's less and less payout, but you stay with it longer and longer because there was a payout after 2 healings last time, and working on it, and now it's every 5 days, and now it's every 10 days, and so you just get used to living in depletion, living with the burden that this is what love is, that this is what being in relationship is a burden. It's hard work. Ooh, yay. Your challenge is ending that cycle, transforming this attachment style into something that's healthy and secure, because you heal this and you feel healthy and secure here. You are transforming how you relate with others, what you associate with love. Maybe for a lot of you that this is what love is me working really hard to heal a connection. And then when it doesn't work, I just go to the next connection and then give all, and it's great at the beginning, and then there's the diminishing returns, the slot machine, diminishing returns, until something happens where I'm either so exhausted or resentful, really resentful of the slot machine, of the person, of the connection that you've put so much effort in, and they're not giving anything back. It creates this very weird dynamic. It's like a setup for failure, or instability, unhappiness. So your challenge is to close that cycle and learn to be you, to fill your own cup, to recognize your value and worth, and to love yourself just as you are. Yeah. All right, collective. Whew. That's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Take care. Bye.